Kylix, you getting guap.
That bitch wanna follow my team. 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 She out the money low, baby, she a fiend. This shit really ain't what it seems.
So first off, what you want to do is you want to get all your clips in your song. You want to like mark your beats on the song in your timeline down here. So in order to get the text and the blur at the beginning, usually I like find my first clip I want. I want to find where I get the kill to like sync with. And like basically when I sync, I look at my thing and kind of see where the number gets big. I like mark that, and then I would trim this down and then match it with that, and then I want to get rid of all this. I would stretch this up to like here, maybe up to like the beginning, and then I'm just gonna wait till like box up like that, and I'm just hitting C on my keyboard to split that. So basically I'm gonna go to my effect controls. I'm gonna search up camera blur, and I usually just slap this on for the like beginning, so like you can kind of see what's going on. Also, I'm gonna mute the audio when there's nothing happening. Also, make sure your sequence settings are on what you like want it to be. So you want, like, this is on 30 FPS. I want it on 59.94. I have this blur into that clip. So to get the text, file, new legacy title. I'm just not gonna name it. I just click in the middle, and then I'll type like dupes highlights or whatever. I'll type dupes highlights, but the font that like Numby uses is called Verdanda, and you should just automatically have it like that, but it doesn't look like it, and then I bold it so it looks like it. And then these two things over here, you click them both to center it in the middle, both horizontally and vertically. So then like that's basically all I have to do. I just keep it the regular size. So then I go to my assembly and I find it and I put it on. And in order to get the wave effect, you want to go into editing and you want to search up wave warp and drag it onto the legacy title thing you made. So these are the settings I have for my. You can copy those if you want. After that, you want to search up drop shadow and then add that to your text. I don't put the opacity on 100. I put on 80, so it's like not totally whatever. And then I put direction on 166. Distance on 24, and then the softness on 60. So that looks pretty good, you know. I'm gonna render this out real quick, and I'll be back when it's over. You can see it, like it has that little wave effect in that shadow. And then if you want it to like fade out instead of suddenly going into this clip, if you want the camera blur and anything, you gotta know how to keyframe. So you want to go to the end of the clip, like right there. So you want to have the opacity, and like you want to have a keyframe at the very end, and you want to make it 0, and you want to go up a little bit, however far you want to start fading. I don't know, let's just go right here, and then you want to make it. You can either click the keyframe and then edit it. I usually just type like the numbers in right there, and then if I hit enter, it makes a new keyframe. So it'll just look like that when it fades out. It'll like slowly fade out like that. And you can also do it with the camera blur effect on this one. Where is it? You can keyframe it, like the % blur. You can go to the very end of the clip and keyframe it. And you can go up as far. I don't know when it starts fading, the thing. I'll just do it like right. I'll do like a sudden fade. I'll put it right there, and then, or you gotta go back to this keyframe and make that one 0. So it should fade out. Like a pretty smooth transition. Okay, so for the the blur and shot effect now, you wanna mark it. You wanna have it synced, and you wanna go in the middle of that marker. Shot comes out. You wanna split your clip. Hit C, get the blade tool, or what it should be B. I made it C. So you wanna search up Gaussian blur, and you wanna add that on there. And I usually put it as actually I'll do 25. That's what I did in my last video. 25, and you want to keyframe it, and you want to drag it out a little bit, like I don't know. It doesn't really matter where you do it. Depends how long the clip is. You want to get like 3/4 of the way there, and then keyframe it and put it to 0. So then when you shoot, there's like that little blur effect. So I'll leave a link to the download to this bass swoosh effect. It's so good. It makes your clip sound so good, but you don't want to overuse it on all your clips. But I usually adjust it. I usually lower it down to 2, so I don't get the red bars over there. If you get red bars over, that's bad. It kind of like, but like if you just listen, you can't really see, but you see how it adds that like effect, and like it's a whoosh effect in it. It kind of like makes it more like mighty. Now you want to go to your middle of your clip. You want to cut it where you had the beat drop, unlink them, and then I usually put it in slow motion for 60%, not 50, 60. Then I put optical flow so it's kind of smooth. All right, so for that shake effect, you can't really get like that shake effect that Numby does unless you buy something. You can buy a plugin or download a plugin. But so right as it hits there, I'm gonna hold Alt, drag my clip up, and it makes a duplicate. But now you want to go to your effect, your editing, and go to your effect controls, and on the position you want to keyframe it, and I do like 940, so it goes a little bit to the like left, and then I hit my arrow keys on my keyboard. I go to a keyframe to the right. I go frame, and then I keyframe it, and I change the to 980, and then I go one more keyframe, and I do 940. After that, I go one more keyframe, and then I do 980 again, and then I go one more keyframe, I go one more frame over, but I don't put a keyframe. I usually go one more over, so like my marker, like my task thing, is a little bit after the shake, and then I cut it. I trim it all the way down, so it just goes 1 frame, 2 frame, 3 frame, 4 frames, and then it just stops at the 4th frame. And then I also change the opacity. You want to untick it so it's not keyframed. I also make the opacity 75%, so you can kind of see the shake. So like it's kind of like this. You see how like it shook a little bit right as you got the kill, and then it like, you can make the shake effect longer if you want. I just choose not to because I don't want it to be too dramatic. And then like the blur effect usually takes over though, which is good. You also don't want to slow motion every single kill. Like what I did for this kill, how I didn't put the shake effect. I just put the blur effect when I got the kill, and then I just let it play out. Like I didn't put slow motion at all. So like watch. And then like I cut to this clip, and then I also, for transitions, I usually use, for my transitions in between my clips, I usually do cross dissolve, which is right here. I'm gonna put it right here. I usually lower it down to like 11, 12-ish, like 12. It's like, it just like kind of like easily goes through. See how it just like smoothly goes to the next clip. And basically you just keep repeating the process after you are done doing this. So yeah, so I'll be back after I finish editing this. So now I'm going to show you guys how to do the directional blur effect. This is just like a little like pan, like it like pushes one clip out, lets another one enter, and it looks really smooth because there's like blur effect. It's not just like a standard push. Go into your effects. You want to click on the clip you want, drag the directional blur on to the like the end of the first clip. You want to drag it all the way to the end. So it's okay if it shows the other clip. It should. That means it's like transitioning into the next one. So you want to like make the blur length like 170, and then you want to add a keyframe, and you want to drag back like 5 frames, maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You want to make a keyframe and lower it back down to 0. And if you want to going left to right, you can make the direction 90, or if you want to going up and down, you should keep it how it is. It'll just go. So you want to add the directional blur to the beginning of the next clip. You want to add it to the next clip, and you want to go to the very beginning, drag your cursor at the top all the way to the left, and you want to do the same thing basically, just but like kind of flipped. It's like flipped. So you want to make a keyframe, and then you want to make it like 170, and you want to go like 5 frames out, and you want to make another keyframe and lower it back down to 0, and then you want to make the direction 90 if you made it 90 in the first clip. So now it should like pan in and out, so like it'll look like this. You see how like it just kind of like blurs and goes to the next clip? See how I get like swooshed over, like blur to blur. So you basically just keyframed an effect, like a blur, like slide effect, but by using directional blur on both clips. So that's like one of the other transitions I always use. So yeah, so that's basically it. Make sure to like and subscribe. Comment any questions you have, because I'll be answering any questions, because I'm not that good at explaining things really. So just ask me any questions below if you have any other ones. And yeah, go like and subscribe to my other videos, and make sure to comment any questions, and yeah, use code dupes, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.